Sorry.
Members of the board, this is an exciting time in the city of Little Rock sports, where we have two Little Rock high schools who are representing our state capital city as state champions, both in 4A and 5A. And we just couldn't be more proud of Pulaski Academy as well as Little Rock Parkview Arts and Science Magnet High School. Let's first give them a round of applause. Coach Lucas, if you and some of your senior captains will please approach the podium. Let's give them a round of applause. Coach, we just want you to know how proud we are of you and your team and how you represented the city of Little Rock in the 5A state championship.
6A.
6A.
We moved up.
Moved up.
Back to the big days, 5A, man.
Parkview's 5A this year. Yes, sir. That's okay.
Yes, sir.
It's all right. Not a problem at all.
Yeah, in 6A, and how you represented the state's capital city, not only on the field, but also in the classroom, and demonstrating teamwork and discipline. And on behalf of the city of Little Rock, we want you to know how much we appreciate you, and we'll be giving you this plaque and this proclamation on behalf of the City of Little Rock Board of Directors and myself. And so we want to give you a round of applause and then some remarks.
Thank you.
Coach.
All right. First of all, I want to say thank you all. Thank you, Mayor and directors, City of Little Rock. We're so grateful. All right, appreciate it, yes, sir. It's not locked, you good. We're so grateful for this opportunity. You know, my hat goes off to these four guys, along with the rest of our team and our Pulaski Academy community and everybody that supported us all year. We're so grateful and we're thankful that we got the opportunity to win another state championship, and not only in 5A but in 6A this year. It was true. It was a rough year, tough year. You know, that's with anything you face, but you know, I told these guys all year, Romans 8:31, if God is for us, who can be against us? And I told them nobody. And so we were so grateful, and we took that and we ran with it this year. And I'm just so proud of all of our team and, like I said, our community. And a big up to you, Mayor, for leading our city and doing what you're doing out here, for trying to make change happen here. And we're here grateful, and we just want to say thank you from Pulaski Academy for what you do for our city of Little Rock. I mean, because you know, we see it and we hear it, and we know that you're stepping with your best foot forward. So we thank you for that. And again, we're grateful to receive this award from you all, and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. And Coach, as you know, it's a team effort. And what I would like to do is take a photo and invite Director Lance Hines, Director Peck, as well as Director Phillips. The reason why they're located in your area and are big supporters of Pulaski Academy, and would like for us to come take a photo with the award.
All right, great. Thank you.
And the Vice Mayor.
Oh.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay. All right.
Vice Mayor?
How you doing? Thank you.
Guys, congratulations. Thank you.
Congrats. Great job. Thank you all so much. Thank y'all for what y'all do. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your education.
Members of the board, being a proud alum of the Little Rock Parkview Arts and Science Magnet High School, it is a personal pleasure to announce the 4A state football champs, the Little Rock Parkview Arts and Science Magnet High School. 5. All right, somebody changed my paperwork. I'm sorry. 5. I'm sorry. Let's bring Coach Bowden. All right. Hey, Coach, I apologize.
Oh, no worries. Dr. Wright, is he here?
He's on his way. So take as long as you want, because I know he wants to be here.
I wanted him to be up here with us if he was. I just want to thank you, Mayor Scott and the City Council for having us. I mean, this is a big deal for LRSD, and the opportunity that we had this year to play for a state championship was just, it's really kind of hard to explain, which is kind of surreal still for us. And it's just been an incredible ride for this group, this senior class, this group of guys here. It's not all of our seniors, but it's a core group of them that really led this football team this year, and couldn't be more proud of them. We faced, like Coach Lucas said, we had our share of adversity as well, and, you know, they just rose up to the occasion, and we were able to, you know, pull it off this year. It's the first time, I think, since 2004, Little Rock Central was the last one to win it, and then 1984 was the last time for Parkview. So it's a huge honor for us to be here, and we really appreciate you guys having us.
Thank you so much. You would like some of the seniors to get a chance, the opportunity to speak?
Go ahead. Hunter, get up here. Hunter Alston.
I just got to thank my team behind. Just got to thank the team behind me. It's always, year started off kind of rough. Kind of lost 2 games early. It kind of put me in a kind of a mode like, ooh, I don't know how the season's gonna go. You know, kind of had my doubts at the early, but, you know, people beside me pulled through, had a good season, ended up winning it all. And I didn't really see myself, you know, speaking in front of a board at the end of the season at all. Not gonna lie. So I'm kind of.
You're doing a great job, by the way.
Yeah, a little shaky, but it's kind of, hey. But kind of just like the honor, kind of shaking. Thank you.
Man, I just want to thank my team and my coaches. And I did have to sit out a year, so at least it was worth it. Won a state champ, got a ring, so I really don't know what else to say.
Get out of there, man.
All right.
Go Patriots!
Like everybody else said, I just want to first thank all my teammates, you know what I'm saying? Thank their parents, too, for letting them come to Parkview, you know what I'm saying? There's plenty of schools that they could have went to, you know, but they came to Parkview and wanted to be a patron. I just want to thank the parents, too. I thank the coaches who, like, believed in all of us, man. You know, like, even the coaches who, you know what I'm saying, who just came, you know what I'm saying? They don't even know the kids like that. They just sitting there giving them a chance. I just want to say thank you, you know? And I want to say thank y'all for always, you know what I'm saying? Connect the community, you know? Bringing us together, have something to play for. I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. While we wait for the superintendent, let's get the athletic director, a dear friend and classmate of mine, Mr. Nick Davis.
Oh, my bad.
One of the best basketball players to come out of Little Rock Parkview.
I want, on behalf of Parkview, the administrative team, I just want to say thank you all for honoring these young men today. It's always a privilege to win something. And for these young men, I told them when they won it that night, or that afternoon, I guess I should say, they don't even know the magnitude of what they accomplished for our city, how big that was. So we thank you all. And to all the parents, we thank you all. For, as Tavion said it eloquently, It's plenty of schools you can choose. But, you know, if you want to choose the best school, then you come to 2501 John Barrow. But that's just, you know, I'm a Parkview alum, so I'm going to definitely always promote that. But to all our parents, our coaching staff, Mr. Eric Henderson, our principal, is in here as well. So, Mr. Henderson, you want to come up and give some kudos to our board?
Mr. Henderson, yes.
Yeah.
And for members of the board, this is the new principal of
There
Little
you go. There you go. There you go.
All right. Like others, I wasn't planning on being up here. I was just glad to be here, be in the house with these fine young men.
We do this every day.
We do. We don't cut them any slack. They work very, very hard. They're diligent. I want to thank them and also thank their parents and thank their siblings, anybody that has to sacrifice to make them as great as they are, including themselves. They work hard. They know we love them. We take care of each other. And it's just a great day at the View. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor, real quickly,
Say something. One other thing, this is something I think you guys will really appreciate. This group of guys right here, our overall GPA was just over 3 point.
Wow.
We had no one in SIP, which is, if you have below a 2 point, you have to attend a class called SIP. We had nobody in that class this year. So.
Mayor, just real briefly, for the,
Director Richardson.
to echo the words of the principal, these young men and all their teammates has been respectful, encouraged, and fine examples of what our young people are and should be. And for those young men who have spoken, we didn't get your names. Can we have your names, please, so we can know who you guys are as well?
Tavion Haney. Call me Tay.
All right, Tay.
Chris Franklin.
Thank you, sir.
Hunter Austin.
Thank you too, sir.
Willie Eccles.
Thank you, sir.
Coach Bowden, I'm going to also, well, I believe the superintendent, for those watching online, we're stalling for the superintendent. A dear friend of mine is on his way. But also, if we can bring Coach Turner, who's also a Parkview alum, up to.
Coach Turner.
The oily man in here.
That's crazy.
Oh, well. That's not cool.
Coach Turner.
All right, we got our superintendent who's here. Coach Turner, just some brief words. I done called your name now, just some brief words. We got.
Come on, Coach. Don't get scared now.
Man, it's an honor to be a part of this team. We hadn't won a championship, Parkview football since '78. I played football at Parkview. I'm a grad. It's special, and it's special for the city of Little Rock and for our public schools. So I'm just excited that I had the opportunity to be a part. Go Patriots.
Thanks, Coach. And then number 16, I don't think you shared your name.
Ramar Smith.
Thank you so much. Mr. Superintendent, Dr. Wright.
I didn't know that I was going to have to say anything, but definitely want to congratulate Parkview once again on this championship, state championship. Thanks to our city directors, our mayor for this special acknowledgement. Special appreciation and thank you to all of our coaches, the staff, everybody who played a role in this team being able to win the state championship this year. And we're looking forward to a repeat next year and a repeat after next year and year after year after year.
Thank
so again,
you.
Congratulations to Parkview, the players, and all of the staff at the school.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Wright. We're going to now take a photo. I'm going to ask the Vice Mayor, City Director Andrea Lewis, as well as Director Dean Campiris, and Director Miller. If we can all go up and take a photo. Director Miller goes to just about every high school football game. We want to make sure he's represented.
Got two daughters that graduated from Parkview.
That's another reason why.
I'll be in the day. Thank you. Thank you.
Real nice. Real nice. Down this one. I think I don't know if we can like take this stuff back.
Coach Bo?
in front of me.
There you go, I'm a little short.
We're being asked for the whole team. Since we got the whole team, you guys will, as orderly as possible, I'm gonna let y'all listen to the coach. Yes.
That's right. They heard you over here saying it.
Exactly.
Director Computers, come on back.
And I was a big part of this championship. Coach, shit, honey, scoot over, shit, son. I didn't. He just.
Get down. Get a little squat. Do a little squat. Good faces in the squat. You should be in the back.
I'm not talking.
All right.
Ain't gonna move my
Mayor Scott, Mayor Scott, around election time, I was in the car. That around election time, that was me. Yeah, I was the one that yelled at the car.
That was the only one that played. Why does play for me? No, he did not. No. The only one that played was Tony Eubanks didn't even play. Anthony Eubanks, when he our classer, he graduated with y'all. Darryl Swinton didn't play. Claims he did. He didn't play. The only one that played was Mel. We had to have some sacrifices out there somewhere. You did. Football must have gotten pretty bad for Parvey to be up there. I don't see a guy like he's over 185 pounds. Maybe 54, those last ones. Yeah, they blew us out. I remember.
All right, members of the board, we'll get back to it. We have two modifications, which are additions to the agenda, as well as one, which is M1, a resolution for a contract of $412,500 for prevention, intervention, and treatment funds. M2, which is the commence a contract for SHI Incorporated for $100,269, and a deferral. So those who are in the audience or those watching online, we have a deferral for item number 16, deferred until February 21st at staff's request. This is regarding the short-term rentals. We know this has been a lot of conversation, a lot of community feedback, and staff felt it was best to defer this to get some more community feedback. I know Mr. Moore, we're going to be working to schedule a working session in regards to this in the next few weeks. So is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay.
Nay.
Ayes have it. Madam Clerk, if you would.
Mayor? Sorry. On Resolution 13, I'd like to withdraw that as a sponsor.
All right, we'll be withdrawing resolution number 13.
The sponsor has the right to do that without a vote.
All right. We heard the ayes. Madam Clerk, if you would, please read the consent agenda.
The consent agenda consists of a resolution to set February 7th, 2023 as the date of public hearing regarding the proposed amendment to the Consolidated Plan, Action Plan, and Sources and Uses of funds provided in the 2020 CDBG Home and Hopewell funds from the United States government, and for the purposes, a resolution to set February 7th, 2023 as the date of public hearing regarding the sources and uses of funds presented in the 2023 CDBG Home and HOPWA funds from the United States government, and for the purposes, a resolution to authorize the city manager to enter into contract with SHI Incorporated an initial amount of $5,124,093.36 plus applicable taxes and fees for a 3-year renewal of the Microsoft Enterprise Agreement based upon the current number of departmental licenses, and for other purposes, a resolution to authorize the city manager to enter into a contract with Microsoft in an amount not to exceed $49,999.50 plus applicable taxes and fees for professional services to provide on-site support and training during the cloud migration for all city employees to Microsoft Office 365, and for the purposes, a resolution to amend Little Rock, Arkansas Resolution Number 15,758 of September the 6th, 2022, to authorize the city manager to amend the contract with Bill's Fence Company Incorporated in a revised amount not to exceed $105,326.20 to add engineer-approved specifications for a perimeter fence at the Little Rock Zoo, and for the purposes, a resolution to amend Little Rock, Arkansas Resolution Number 15,840 of December 6, 2022, to authorize the city manager to amend the contract with Crum and Forster in a revised amount not to exceed $300,000 to provide additional cyber liability insurance for 1 year, and for the purposes, a resolution to express the willingness of the city of Little Rock, Arkansas to participate in a cost-sharing agreement with Pulaski County and Woodland Hills Valley LLC for improvements to Cooper Orbit Road, and for the purposes, a resolution to set February 7th, 2023 as the date of public hearing on the request to abandon a 10-foot wide gas easement located within Lot 28, Wilton Heights Addition at 126 White Oak Lane in the city of Little Rock, Arkansas, and for the purposes, a resolution to extend the duration of the temporary moratorium for 3 months on the issuance of demolition and exterior building permits in the Central High School Neighborhood Historic District of Little Rock, and for the purposes, a resolution to make mayoral and board of directors liaison member appointments to represent the city of Little Rock boards and commissions, and for the purposes, a resolution to authorize the city manager to enter into contract with 2 organizations in a total amount not to exceed $412,500 to provide prevention, intervention, and treatment funds for positive prevention programs for 2023 is endorsed by the Commission on Children, Youth, and Families, and for the purposes, a resolution authorizes the city manager to enter into a contract with SHI Incorporated an amount not to exceed $100,269 plus applicable taxes and fees to purchase a comprehensive data management system to collect data for the programs and projects funded with prevention, intervention, and treatment dollars, and for the purposes. That concludes the consent agenda.
Move for the adoption of the consent agenda.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay.
Nay.
Ayes have it. Members of the board, before we carry on with business, we want to take this time to acknowledge Haven Hughes, who experienced a tragic death last night here in the city of Little Rock as it relates to a vehicular accident. We all know Haven was a part of the media here in the city of Little Rock and the state of Arkansas. If we could have a moment of silence. Thank you. We'll be praying for her family and her newscast team. Madam Clerk, if you would, please read the group items.
An ordinance to amend the land use plan in the Ellis Mountain Planning District on either side of Canis Road from Chenal Parkway to Asbury Road from residential low-density, suburban office, and mixed office commercial to residential low-density, residential medium-density, residential high-density, public institutional, services trade district, and commercial, and for other purposes, ordinance to approve a plan and zoning development, establish a planned development commercial titled Tisdale Properties Self-Storage PDC located at 8500 West Markham Street, Little Rock, Arkansas, amending the official zoning map of the city of Little Rock, Arkansas, and for the purposes, first reading.
Move to suspend the rules and place on second reading.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Ayes have it. Second reading.
An ordinance to amend the land use plan in the Ellis Mountain Planning District on either side of Canis Road from Chenal Parkway to Asbury Road, from residential low-density suburban office and mixed office commercial to residential low-density, residential medium-density, residential high-density, public institutional, services trade district, and commercial. An ordinance to approve a plan zone development, establish a plan development commercial titled Tisdale Properties Self-Storage PDC located at 8500 West Markham Street, second reading.
Move its place on third and final reading.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Ayes have it. Third reading.
An ordinance to amend the land use plan in the Ellis Mountain Planning District on either side of Canis Road from Chenal Parkway to Asbury Road, from residential low-density suburban office and mixed office commercial to residential low-density, residential medium-density, residential high-density, public institutional, service trades district, and commercial. An ordinance to approve a plan zone development, establish a plan development commercial titled Tisdale Properties Self-Storage PDC located at 8500 West Markham Street, third and final reading.
We've now had 3 readings. Are there any questions? 3 readings. Are there any questions? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Ayes have it. Madam Clerk, if you would, please read item number, as for everyone, item number 13 was withdrawn by Director Hines. Item 14, if you,
A resolution to approve the issuance of the exterior permit for historic window replacement at 1423 Wolf Street, Little Rock, Arkansas, during the 6-month moratorium on the issuance of demolition permits and exterior building permits in the Central High School Neighborhood Historic District of Little Rock and for other purposes.
Move for the adoption of the resolution.
Second.
all those in favor, please.
Can we have some discussion?
Yes.
Thank you. On this resolution number 14, which is in Ward 1, I note that on some of these resolutions and ordinances, it states which wards they're in. Of course, this is in Ward 1, which is my ward. I've heard from some of our neighborhood groups, the president of the Central High Neighborhood Association, that is concerned about the passage of this resolution. As noted in the background write-up that was provided by the city staff, if there is removal of these historic wooden windows, then this could further reduce the number of contributing structures in the historic district and jeopardize the historic district's designation, which I'm concerned about. At this point, I believe we all have seen the benefits of keeping that neighborhood as a historic district. And when we start allowing this to happen, we could lose that designation. I'm not in favor of this resolution, number 14 or 15, because of that reason. I know the benefits of keeping this as a historic district, and I don't want to lose that. And I want to make sure that when we are looking at something like this, that we keep that in mind. So with that as, as the backdrop, I want to make sure that my colleagues know that we would be jeopardizing this historic designation. And I don't want to lose that in Ward 1. I don't want to lose that for Central High Neighborhood Historic District. So I'm not going to be supporting this resolution.
Thank you so much. All those in favor, please say aye. All those opposed, please say nay.
Nay.
Nays have it.
I said I was going to support the staff. Okay.
Madam Clerk, item 15.
A resolution to approve the issuance of the exterior permit for historic window replacement at 2400 West 13th Street, Little Rock, Arkansas, during the 6-month moratorium on the issuance of demolition permits and exterior building permits in the Central High School Neighborhood Historic District of Little Rock and for other purposes.
Move for the adoption of the resolution.
Second.
Discussion.
There's a motion and second discussion. Director Miller?
I have the same points on Resolution 15 that I had on 14. I believe that we would be jeopardizing the Central High Historic District designation if this is allowed to happen. I'm going to be voting no on this resolution. I wanted to share that with my fellow colleagues.
And Mayor, I think it's important to note that even though this was a request that both 14 and 15, the staff recommended denial on both of those items.
Thank you so much, Mr. Moore. All those in favor, please say aye. All those opposed, please say nay.
Nay.
Nays have it. Item number 17.
An ordinance to approve a plan zoning development, establish a plan office development titled Valley Oaks Court Revised POD located at the north side of Mapleville West Road at Angel Court, Little Rock, Arkansas, amending the official zoning map of the city of Little Rock, Arkansas, and for the purposes, first reading.
We suspend the rules and place on second reading.
Second.
There's a motion and second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Ayes have it, second reading.
An ordinance to approve a plan zoning development, establish a plan office development titled Valley Oaks Court Revised POD located at the north side of Mapleville West Road at Angel Court, second reading.
We suspend the rules and place on third and final reading.
Second.
There's a motion and second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Ayes have it. Third reading.
An ordinance to approve a plan zoning development, establish a plan office development titled Valley Oaks Court Revised POD located at the north side of Mapleville West Road at Angel Court, third and final reading.
Before we take the vote, Mr. Jonathan Hope. Would you happen to be the applicant?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Are you supportive?
absolutely.
All right, we'll carry on. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 All those opposed, please say nay. Oh, well, we haven't, Director Wyrick? Well, we will re-record the vote. We haven't ruled.
Okay.
My
didn't know that.
apologies.
That's okay. I wasn't sure I had my hand up. I'm working from my PC, which is a little bit different. I was the one that asked for this to be held separate. And my concern about it was that we had a plan POD to start off with, and we're winding up with commercial development as opposed to office development. And it went through the Planning Commission and they voted for it, and now it's before us. When you look at the property, back when, I mean, this has been in the Jones family forever. When you look at it, it probably looked like it was appropriate for office at that point in time. But as you look at how the area is developed now, it's probably more designed for commercial than it is office. But I do have concerns about, I always felt like that neighborhood folks were protected if we had a PCD or POD. And as I stated, in this case, it's going to be more commercial than it is. Well, it's going to be commercial and no office at all. So when you look at the underlying zonings that are in each one of our classes, then we have to be careful in what we look at and how we approach the development in our city. So I'm going to support this. And Jamie did send me some information on it, but my concern was started out as an office development and residential, and now it's strictly commercial and residential. So I just wanted to add that information. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Director Capers, your hand up.
After this vote, I do that, before we go into executive session.
Okay. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Ayes have it. All right. Director Capers.
Mr. Mayor, this morning I received from a citizen a list of the statutes on how you're supposed to vote for placement on the airport commission, and I sent it to Tom. And Tom, could you give me whatever you think it shows? I was waiting on that.
The Airport Commission requires a 3/4 vote of the board, which would be, I think it's 9 members. There is an exception for metropolitan statistical districts over 1 million. According to the latest census, we reviewed the various metropolitan statistical districts for Little Rock according to the 2020 census, and we only have 914,000, so it'll be a 3/4 vote.
Thank you. Director,
I have something different before we go into executive session.
sure thing.
Tom, would you work on a resolution bringing forth, I withdrew the resolution, the former resolution on CAW, but since the CAW Commission has already voted to proceed with the rate increase, I would like a resolution expressing the city board's objection and rejection of the rate increase to be put on our next agenda meeting at the appropriate time, since we have 90 days to opine.
Will do.
Mayor, I have a question, if I can.
Yes.
I don't know if this is for the city attorney or Director Computers. What statutes were cited that we were referring to? And are all commissions need that? I mean, I'm unfamiliar with that. I thought everything was majority of the board.
It's a bill from the Airport Commission. It's not a-
Antoine, I just got this, so I sent it to Tom. And Tom,
So Tom wasn't aware that this is something someone sent to you?
someone sent it to me and said, you're getting ready to do this. Do you know this is what you're supposed to be doing? And I said, no, I don't, so I sent it to Tom.
Well, that would be a precedent that's never been acted upon by the city board in history.
And I agree with you, Mayor. I find it somewhat ironic that the timing of it. I mean, I've been here, Dean, not as long as you, but I've been here for quite a while, and this is the first time this issue has come up, and it seems to me like it may be directed towards an individual rather than our whole process. And Mayor, since you've been the mayor, we've changed how we address public policy, and we've never acted on, voted this way, Dean, since I've been on this board, and I find it somewhat interesting and confusing, the timing of it. And was it somebody just unilaterally decided to send you this because they know we were making airport commissions, or we've been doing this for quite a while, and this is the first time that this has come up?
Actually, it's not.
Well, the first time we've talked about it in here, Tom.
It's also a 3/4 vote to remove a member, and the board had a rather lengthy conversation once in which they did a removal of a member, and it was under the same statute.
But we didn't make mention of that for appointment. I agree with you on removal, but I don't think of having that conversation prior to appointments to the Airport Commission prior to tonight. I do remember us talking about removal.
What's the statute cite, city attorney?
14,359,105.
I'm sorry, I got confused. It's
14,359,105.
And is that for every commission?
No, it's just for the airport.
Just to make sure.
But, and for Director Richardson, there are very few no votes when you come back from executive session to vote on appointments. I don't think I've ever heard a no vote for the airport, so it would be unanimous.
I would like to opine since on this.
The actual votes are taken during the executive session.
Votes cannot be taken in an executive session without being a clear violation of FOI and a misdemeanor violation.
Thank you for that clarification, Tom.
All right, is there a motion to go into executive session?
So move.
Mayor, I had my hand up.
Director Adcock?
Yes. Could we go ahead and take citizen communication since we have got about 1,000 page here of boards and commission, and these citizens would have to sit for another hour or two. So could we go ahead and do citizen communication?
Yes, ma'am, I'll invoke that privilege.
Thank you.
Kathy Wells. Miss Kathy Wells.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor Scott and city directors. 2 points from the Coalition of Little Rock Neighborhoods tonight, of which I'm president. The STR short-term rental ordinance that's been deferred to February 21st engages both our fully occupied neighborhoods and those that suffer from too many vacant houses and lots, notably Central High, which we promote vigorously in our historic tourism. I'd like to request that the coalition have a chance to sit a delegate at the table of your working group going forward. And I would like to once again, as I have before, raise the point, please include a chapter about incentives for redevelopment of our vacant houses and lots. Yes, we have some irritants in the fully occupied neighborhoods to address, we agree. But we are missing an important point, and we would like to see that addressed. We sure would like to see the urban planners more fully involved this time around than before. Thank you. Got to get in another point on the water rate issue. Please consider carefully before you issue a veto. And please consider you have a much wider issue I think nobody's quite recognized yet. If you're looking at a 10-year forecast of water rates, a basic government service, which is combined with sewer rates and trash pickup rates, all three categories need to be forecasted and fully presented to the public this time around. I think it may be time to separate the bills from water, sewer, and trash. And in any event, the same households that are struggling to pay water bills would be struggling in years to come to pay water bills. I suspect very likely some of these fine football players and their families would be in that category. So you've just been very proud of their accomplishments, but now take up your duties to look carefully at their water and their sewer and their trash rates together before acting, because we have some very serious government issues we haven't quite recognized and we haven't quite addressed. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you. Clarence Elliott.
Thank you, Mayor, Board. We're part of the part of the employees, workers for the city of Little Rock, and our concern is actually tonight is, we know y'all passed the 3.5 increase, and as we looked it up and we examined it, 3.5 came out to about 60 cents for majority of our employees, who's only making $16 an hour already. No money. You know, and we hear all the time that we are the wheels that keep the city rolling. Well, we want to be treated like we're the wheels that keep the city rolling. You know, so 3.5 is, we just don't feel that there's an adequate increase for us. This is my chief steward. He has another issue he wants to address in it.
My name is Carlos Perry, chief steward for the union. My problem is, I've been working there for over a year now. In every department, we have a lot of part-time employees, and we wonder why our retention rate is so high. Well, you got employees who's trying to give service, but they have families. They can't get no insurance. They working for $11 an hour. They have to find something better. You know, we training these guys, and the city is steady losing money because they study training. But if we had a time period for those guys to be full-time, because they can't make it. You know, that's why every department we talk to, they saying the same thing. We got a high retention. We got a high retention. Of course you're going to have a high retention, you know, because these people, they trying to survive.
Thank you so much. Members of the board, is there a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Is a second? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Ayes have it. I do know we have some members from University Park. Item 16 was withdrawn. We'll come back in February 21st, so there's no need to stay once we come back from executive session unless you just would like to. Thank you. We'll go into executive session. back in session. Oh, man. Luke Underwood for the Central Arkansas Library System. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, all those opposed, please say nay. Ayes have it. Age-Friendly Commission.
Mayor, there was two, Ms. McAdoo.
Stacy McAdoo. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Ayes have it. Thank you, Mr. Manager. Age-Friendly Little Rock Commission. Jan Baker. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. Ayes have it. Teresa Brewer. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. Ayes have it. Americans with Disability Act Citizens Governance Committee. Cherie Huntsman. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 All those opposed, say nay. Ayes have it. Animal Services Advisory Board. Donna Kirkwood. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Ayes have it. City Beautiful Commission. Kia Wilson. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed,
Aye.
please say nay. Ayes have it. Professional Services, Professional Civil Engineer Representative Applicant, Adam Werkick. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. At-large Representative Applicant, Dr. Phyllis Anderson. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. Ayes have it. Historic District Commission, Scott Green. All those in favor, please say aye. All those opposed, please say nay. Ayes have it. Housing Board of Adjustments and Appeals, Tanya Shavers. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say nay. Ayes have it. Land Bank Commission, all those in, Taiwan Haney. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Citizens Review Board, Nikolai Fiskin. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. Ayes have it. Mary Carol Poole for the at-large applicant. All those favor, reappointment. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. Ayes have it. Little Rock Port Authority, Dexter Dorn. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. Little Rock Planning Commission, Commissioner applicant, Dr. Harold Bedden. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. Todd Hart. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 All those opposed, say nay. Jimmy Brown. All those in favor, still with Little Rock Planning Commission. Jimmy Brown. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say
Aye.
nay. Pamela Whitaker. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. Ayes have it. Little Rock Sustainability Commission. Lost my eyes weren't working with me. Little Rock Sustainability Commission. Rachel Kortner. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Scott Hamilton. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Ann Owen. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 All right, on those, MacArthur Military Museum, Brandon Mazender. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Oakland Fraternal Historic Cemetery Park Board, Jenny Pumphrey. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 All those opposed say nay. Ayes have it. Racial Cultural Diversity Commission, Kashayla Bridges. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 All those opposed say nay. Sakia Brown. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All
Aye.
opposed say nay. At-large Commissioner, Shamin Okolo. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Mazil Rahindran. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it. Director Webb, Vice Mayor Webb.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have a question for you or Bruce. My state rep texted me about a bill that's running tomorrow, and because things are going to happen quickly at the session, could we get Emily to give us a report in 2 weeks on how things are going? I don't know if Emily knows about this bill, so I just sent it to her. It's a preemption bill. And if we could get regular legislative updates, it would be helpful.
Yes, we'll.
Thank you.
Mr. Moore, you want to share?
We're going to provide a written report this week and then update to the board on the 31st.
Thank you.
Mayor,
Yes.
I think Tom had a comment he wanted to make. Mentioned to me a statement he wanted to make prior to our adjournment for executive session.
Yeah, I actually mentioned this to both the mayor and to Director Richardson. I was a little vociferous in saying that you vote in public on these things, and if it sounded rude to him, I apologize. We are in the midst of some litigation, and we're being accused of all kinds of things right now, including not definitely being involved with FOI like we should be. So when it said we're going to have a vote in executive session, which really can't occur, it's supposed to occur in public, I kind of reacted, and if my tone was harsh, I apologize for that.
Well, we appreciate the apology, and thank you for always keeping us straight and narrow, Mr. City Attorney.
Yeah, thanks for the clarity, Tom.
All right, any questions, comments from the board? If not,
Move to
motion to
adjourn.
adjourn? All right.